Hello Aries, welcome back, and if you're new here, I love you already. This is going to be a general reading for the month of July, and as usual we're going to do it in three parts. We're going to start with your state of mind, where you've come from, where you're heading to. Then we'll have a look at your path through July, and then we're going to draw three extra cards right at the end from the universe, and just some advice and maybe looking a little bit ahead. Just a quickie, I have Buy Me a Coffee now, if you feel like supporting my channel. And let's get right into it. So Aries, as the card representing you and your energy this month, we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a rest after a battle, okay? So I see you like taking a little bit of time for yourself, recognizing when things get tough, that you need to step back, that you need to rest your soul, and possibly even rest yourself physically. You know, we're going through some tough times at the moment, and yeah, I think more than ever we need to, step back and recognize that we need to rest our soul. And your challenge this month is the Hierophant, and that's what crosses you, and why I'm holding it like this. Now, the Hierophant, as a challenge card, is telling you to, when you're in this rest period, to not step too much out of the box this month. So your challenge is to remain as risk-free as possible this month. And it may very well kind of relate to stuff like wearing a mask, you know. So basically what the universe is saying is, stick to the rules this month while you take your rest. Okay, that's going to be your challenge, to stick to the rules. In your heart space, I have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is a protection card when it's in this position. Protecting your heart, protecting your relationship, protecting your attitude to relationships. Putting this protective layer around you when if you're faced with relationship issues. So it's a great card to have in your heart space. And in your head space, I have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is passion. Aries, so the story so far, is take a rest, focus on your relationship, renew your passion. It's a great time. In the Northern Hemisphere, it's summertime. It's a great time to get out with someone that you love, keep it intimate, and renew your relationship, because I see where you're coming from. And leading up to this, you have the Five of Swords, and this relates back to the Four of Swords in terms of taking a rest, because the Five of Swords, so it's kind of going in reverse, if you like. So generally, the Four of Swords comes with rest after a battle, and the Five of Swords is kind of renewing yourself for battle again. But now we got it in reverse. So what the universe is saying to me is that you've come from a point where you've been battling all sorts of things. Perhaps you even felt that you've been cheated out of something. And I see this as being in your kind of work environment, or rather the practical environment around you. If this is a relationship, perhaps you felt that you've been giving and giving, and the other person's not giving back to you. And if I relate it back to the Four of Swords, it might be you in the past thinking that you've been giving everything, and right now you're realizing you need to step back and give more attention to your relationship so that you can renew that passion again. So yeah, you're moving out of this 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 the word aura comes to me. So maybe your aura has been one of anger, but you're moving out of that now and back into this love and compassionate kind of attitude to your life. And where you headed to in the short term, you have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is you opening yourself up and taking the blinkers off, if you like. Okay. So instead of being focused on one thing, so perhaps you've been obsessed with one thing. And if this is about relationships, it might be obsessing about the unevenness of your relationship. But I see you heading towards being more open to what's going on, what the realities are. And it comes back to that feeling of empathy, compassion, and renewed passion. Let's have a look at your path through through July. Listen to me. The months are flying, aren't they? So the voice in your head, your own negative feelings, if you like, your self-doubt, your insecurities, you have the Queen of Cups. And this is you feeling insecure in your relationship in terms of, am I giving enough? Am I capable of giving more in this relationship? Am I capable of being the loving partner, of the partner that can provide emotional support? Because I think you're capable of providing the financial stability, but I see you being concerned about whether you can give the emotional support to this relationship. And because the card is in this position, universe is saying, yes, you can. Okay, that's only an insecurity. And the environment you're operating in is that of the Fool. So what the universe is saying is, it's a great time now to make a big change. It's the perfect time. If this is about a relationship, it's the perfect time because your partner's open up to new things. If this is about work, it's the perfect time to make suggestions about making change. The environment is receptive to a complete new journey, if you like, if that makes sense. So it's like this blank canvas time for you. So if there's anything you want to change now's the time to do it. And your advice from the universe is the Six of Swords. And when it's in the advice position, the universe is saying to you, don't look back. Don't look back now. Look forward. You're taking this rest period. Try not to take any risks. Try stay within the rules. Okay? And plot your way forward now. Now's the time to leave the past behind you. It's because this is, I always call this my GPS card, and it's like, yeah, that's it. I've got a new destination, and I've got to just, all I can do now is choose the ideal route to my destination. Because I've left whatever it was behind, and I've started my journey already. And the theme is journey, And your provisional outcome, you have the Seven of Wands. And this is you during this rest period, I think, figuring out what your real values are and what drives you. Ethics. What's taking you to, what are the things that drive you towards a state of joy? And when this is in the outcome card, this is kind of a revelation to you, and you figuring out what's important in your life. So that's a great card to have as an outcome card. Now I'm just going to clarify with 3 additional cards from the universe. Yeah, and drop a like if this is resonating with you, Aries. Yeah, so the first thing we have is the Eight of Swords, and this relates to this Fool card, Aries, and that is, it's like uncertainty. So whenever you embark on a new journey or you've had some sort of revelation, there's always an element of uncertainty. Okay, like, am I doing this right? Can I do this? Can't I do it? So expect some uncertainty in your future. End of July, heading into August. But new stuff is coming in. You know, when you change your attitude, you open up your, why am I thinking this word aura? Because aura is not a word that I use often. But it's like opening up your aura to new things. Allowing, a new set of values to come in. Allowing yourself to move in the direction of those new values. And it's the Knight of Wands. So it's like, when you open up, there'll be a rush of new stuff that'll come in for you. And then we have the Empress. And the Empress is, in this context, is abundance. So, like every reading I do, I always say, whatever the outcome is that comes through the cards, it does require you to take action. Okay, that's why we have this advice card, and the advice card normally is a strong pointer to what you need to do. And the advice card is, plot your future, plan your future. Okay, and if you put down the necessary plans and you take that action according to those plans, abundance is waiting for you. And now's the ideal time. You're in a state of rest. Your environment is the Fool. In other words, it's a blank canvas. While you're in this rest phase, have a look at your values, figure out what drives you, and change your goals accordingly. And look at your goals and say, do my goals line up with my values? Is my goal going to bring me joy? Or is it just going to bring me money, for instance? Aries, I hope that resonates with you. And drop a comment if you feel like this video if it resonates with you. And visit my Buy Me a Coffee, and might even become a member, and there'll be some extras coming in the future. And I will see you again soon.